Greetings guys, Si here and welcome to another episode of The Teaching Diaries. This week again, the whole episode is going to be filmed and edited on the old phone. The laptop is still not fixed. I have got a new Mac, and I have got a new laptop coming as well on Friday. But as I want to get this video out to you guys on Friday, we're going to be doing it on the phone. Let's take you back to the start of the week. Monday, I had a little family day out, and then I was very excited to receive a package, which actually formed the content for this video. So, without further ado, let's go. Right, scrap that last element. Quick update. New Mac has arrived. Well, I say new Mac, reconditioned, but nice Mac. The old Mac, bye-bye. You may see this in situation soon, but yes, it's gone. So, that means I can try and edit this video on this new Mac. Wish me luck, hope everything goes okay. If this video comes to you on Friday, well done. Well done to me. If it doesn't come to you on Friday, sorry, it'll be up as soon as possible. Let's go again.
On the outside, looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the high waves on the sea, waiting for something to get to me.
Showering yourself.
Like Robert Zimmerman singing a song, just gotta keep on keeping on.
You need to throw the bucket.
I really wasn't sure what I was hoping for, but you knew everything you've done this all before. You know what I want, babe. You know everything that gets me going. You know what I want, babe.
You can probably tell how excited I am about this package. Oh yeah. So we've got a little goodie package, so let me quickly go through what we got in the pack. Right, we've first of all got the Tour Striker Smart Bag. We've got the Tour Striker Educator, which is just in here. Looking forward to using that. We've also got the Tour Striker Smart Ball. Looking forward to getting stuck into some of that. What else have we got in here? We've got two bags for the Sammies. I've got a Sammy, hang on one second. I have got a Sammy already. I've got a Sammy, so there's a third bag that I've just thrown on the floor. I've got a Sammy, but can't at the moment, in my excitement, see whether there are any other Sammys around. So we've also got a Nike Tour Striker baseball hat. Obviously you guys know how much I like baseball hats, so I'm sensing this is probably going to be a giveaway item soon. But no, very, very excited about getting to use the Smart Ball, Sammy, which I already use, the Educator, and the Smart Bag. Smart Bag particularly excited to use because, well, let me come over here and show you. This is my current impact bag. Has done me great deeds over the years, but it's definitely seen better days. The innards are starting to become the outwards. So it's given me a really good idea for a video this week. I'm going to go through what is in my coaching bag. What are the little tricks and tips and training aids that I use to help you guys play better golf. I'm a massive fan of training aids,
but I have one fairly simple rule. I do want the training aid to be able to be used with real balls and your golf clubs. If it doesn't fit those criteria, it has to be seriously good for me to be excited. So let me show you what it's all about.
I can really sense that all the things been happening is no coincidence. 'Cause you know what I need, yeah, you know what I want, babe, and you know.
So there we have it, coaching tools. Going to go through all of these one by one. Just quickly, here is a GoPro strapped to the ceiling, precariously attached to a light. That is just sometimes how you have to roll. Right, let's look at all this good lovely stuff. Okay, so first training aid, and it's not really a training aid, but I use it in all my lessons, so it has to be included in my coaching bag, is of course GC2 with HMT. Great ball data, great club data, connected with the app is amazing, gives you so much information on the golf swing. I literally wouldn't want to teach without this thing. It gives me everything I need to know. It just sits there collecting data, so if you're asking to change parameters with some of these other more fun and more kind of tactile bits of coaching equipment, then if you do see a difference in the numbers and the guys see a difference in the ball flight out of this bay, then that makes all the difference. Okay then, so in no particular order, going to go through the other ones. The first one we're going to talk about is this, which is a 7-iron, and it has a putter grip on it. Now this is the only training aid that I really use that isn't actually a club from a person's set. I really like to use the putter grip on an iron club. It's a Pete Cowan drill. Like everything in golf, it's not my idea. I've definitely borrowed, begged and stolen it from somebody else. And it really gives good club face awareness. So when guys are struggling with twists in the club face or loft issues, having that flat edge where they can put the thumbs and put the sides of their hands and really feel when those twists start to occur in the golf swing. If you haven't tried this, get an old 7-iron, get an old putter grip, either put the putter grip on yourself or get your local pro to put it on. It is one of the most functional training aids you can use. Henrik Stenson, Lee Westwood, Matt Fitzpatrick, to name but a few, have all tried and used this particular exercise, this particular training aid. It really is useful. Okay, next, the old alignment stick. Now there are probably 101 different uses for the old alignment stick. I like particular ones like putting it across your belt loops. I like using it for alignment. I actually get quite a lot of my students to hold an alignment stick up in front of their face at various different angles to try, and then I swing and simulate the motion that we're trying to either stop or trying to achieve. Obviously that is taking a 3D motion and putting it in 2D, but sometimes you just need to find a way to communicate an idea, a concept to the student. Alignment sticks, really great for that. Couldn't teach without these things. Oh, also, completely forgot, for skills, I like sticking alignment sticks in the ground and get people to hit shots either side, up, down, over them, try and hit the stick. Really good, just generally useful training aid. We spoke about it before, I know, on this channel. For those guys who have watched for a long time, Adam and I should and probably will at some point when we get time do a whole little series of videos on the different things that we use alignment sticks for. It would probably be about an 8 or a 10-part series, but they are so useful. Okay, next in the coaching armory, and again, like I say, in no particular order, is the golf towel. Nice thin waffle towel is perfect for this, but any sort of tea towel or anything that's thin is useful. So for those guys who do know me, they will know that this is a Swoosh Advisory Staff towel. It's a particularly prized possession of mine. Some people who watch this channel will know who this belongs to, who this used to belong to. It holds a really nice place in my coaching bag. And again, really useful for loads of things. Obviously, if you wanted to do like connection type drills when you're talking about towels under arms and across chests and stuff, it's really good. I use it quite a lot for strike based drills. So I put this towel nice and flat, obviously not folded, nice and flat, maybe a club head behind the ball, and get students that really struggle with their angle of attack being too upward on irons, get this down, try to miss the towel and hit the ball. Really good sort of visual feedback to whether you're striking the ball nicely or not. Okay, so I've grouped the next 3 items together as one. So the lie board. If any of you guys have ever been for an iron fitting, you will have seen one of these things. Not only is it useful for showing correct lies, but also good for showing different lies and how people might struggle off certain slopes, etc. So I use the lie board quite a lot. in conjunction with the stickers. So obviously you get these lovely lie stickers that you can use on the bottom of the golf club to show people whether they're soling the club out in the middle or towards the toe or towards the heel. Really good, again, visual feedback for what's going on in people's golf swings. And going along with that, the next thing is, of course, the face stickers. Face stickers, brilliant, give you a really good indication of where you're striking the ball on the club face. Centre to strike is not necessarily something we can teach as coaches. We can't say, look, if you put your left wrist in this position, or if you get your left hip or your right elbow or your left knee in a certain position, that you're going to hit the middle of the club. There are certain movements that are useful and helpful to gaining a centeredness to strike, but it really is something that you guys have to train, learn, develop and improve. And the best way to improve in any of these things is feedback. This is what all of these coaching aids that I'm going through now is hopefully showing you guys, that it is all about feedback. Get some correct individual feedback and your golf will improve. So impact stickers, really, really good for that. Okay, moving on from impact stickers, and again, one of the old favourites. This is borrowed from Andrew Rice. So far, Pete Cowan, Andrew Rice, thank you very much for your help. Anybody else I haven't referenced, I'm sorry. I've probably begged, borrowed or stolen your ideas, but I definitely want to use them in my coaching, so I shall continue to. Yes, this is the athlete's foot spray. Obviously, as we always say, get the powdered version. The gel version is very, very messy. But yeah, spray it on the club face, really gives you a good idea of where you're striking the ball on that club face. Get some feedback, improve, and get better at this golf game. I can't stress it enough. Getting feedback on your performance is the biggest way to affect a change in your golf game. Impact spray and drivers, really, really good friends. If you see anybody with white residue around the sole and the face of their driver, watch out. They have been practicing strike. Next up, cones. So cones really useful for all sorts of things. Obviously in group coaching for herding people in certain areas, hit the ball from there, stand there. Obviously we use them a lot in junior coaching. Use it quite a lot in adult coaching in terms of a frisbee. It was quite a good throw actually, didn't think I was going to hit the camera. So yeah, using it as a frisbee. Sorry about that, knocked the phone off. So yeah, frisbees, really, really good way of facilitating and showing wrist angles and how people use pronation and supination in the golf swing, and using flexion and extension and radial deviation and ulnar deviation, all the lovely scientific terms about wrist angles. But basically, if you can boil it down to something very simple, like throwing a frisbee, then hopefully you can get the gist and the idea across to someone who doesn't want to know about all the 6 different ways the wrist can move in the golf swing. Okay, quickly rattle through a couple of my absolute favourites. And the first one is the chicken's foot. So, chicken's foot, chicken drumstick. I use it on feet, I'll explain. So, chicken dog toy, squeaks. Had to make a little bit of an adaptation on here, so you can see I've pulled the valve out and re-glued it in so that it squeaks not only on the way in, that's it, but also on the way out. So when you talk about weight pressures and feet, really, really good, simple way that people can get that feedback. Get some auditory feedback, use those old ears and see if you can use one of these things to improve your game. To go along with lower body work, I also use a block of wood with an old shaft and a grip attached to it. We can put this either behind your back foot, in front of your back foot, in front of your front knee, behind your back knee. Loads of different places we can use this to either try to knock it over or try to keep it standing and not knock it over, just so that people can have a good idea of weight pressure and how that balance moves around in the golf swing. Really simple training aid, but really one that gives you good feedback. Nearly there, by the way. Just 3 more to go. Okay, 3 to go. So first one's first, T-pegs. Use T-pegs all the time in my coaching. Put them before the ball, put them after the ball. Try to hit T-pegs off the floor. Again, in conjunction with that, I use these travel poker chips. Again, get something flat, get it on the floor. If you can hit one of these things and strike one of these things off the floor, then a golf ball will seem massive and easy to use. Again, get some good feedback. I know it's harping on the same thing, but if you're not getting feedback, you're not improving and you're not knowing why you're doing things wrong. To go along with the T-pegs, I also use golf ball boxes. Again, long-time viewers will have seen this drill before. Probably Andrew Rice, again, got this one from. Put a golf ball box, maybe one grip's length in front of the golf ball when you're hitting driver, and learn to hit the golf ball and not hit this box. Helps improve the angle of attack. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're on an upward angle of attack, but if you can regularly miss this box, then you're on the right path to hit. Okay, 2 to go. The penultimate one is the impact bag, Obviously, as you've seen, mine has seen better days. It has been hit, probably been hit hundreds, if not thousands of times, and it has definitely seen better days, hence why I've got the Tour Striker Smart Bag. Going to save those products for another video, probably going to review those with Adam properly. These are just kind of the bits and tools that I use day in, day out. But again, impact bag, really good for hitting against. As you maybe saw in our Setup for Success, I still struggle with that, but yeah, Setup for Success series that we did, maybe put your left leg or your front leg on one of these things to practice getting that in balance in the shoulders, get that impact angle and those shoulders and hips working upwards with driver. So many uses for the impact bag. As you can see, it's been used and battered. Right, last one. Slightly different, but again, a simple way to explain things. And it's just a bolt with some magnet attached to it. Stick it on the club face and it shows how dynamic lie angle affects direction. Again, if you've seen this before on our channel, I apologise. Well, I don't apologise because I think it's always good to keep revisiting certain things. But if that lie angle on an iron is square, is flat, that loft will point at you. Without twisting the club, if I make the lie angle club head too upright, the loft points off to the left, and if it's too flat, the loft points off to the right. Getting your lie angle correct on irons is one of the biggest things. It's one of the biggest parameters I measure on GC2 HMT, and I pretty much use this bolt daily to explain how lie angle affects direction. If you don't understand what dynamic lie is, there's loads of videos on the internet about it. We've probably done one ourselves that explains it well. There are certainly other professionals out there that have done good videos on dynamic lie. Go check those out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Just a quick one going through some of the things in my coaching bag. The vlog will be changing in the next few weeks. I've got some pretty exciting things coming up. There was a little bit of a hint of it in last week's episode, and the ball is certainly rolling with the changes that I'm going to be making. It's quite exciting. Adam and I have both got really exciting projects that we're literally looking forward to working on. Hopefully we'll be able to share that information with you guys very soon. But for the time being, thank you very much to everybody that does subscribe, everybody that does comment, engage, like the video, share it around, all that lovely stuff. It really is massively appreciated by Adam and I. We love making videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy watching them. And until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay guys, thanks for sticking around to this point. If you haven't subscribed, then you won't be in KO 10K.
Yeah, so we're going to be giving away prizes at various intervals between where we are now and 10,000 subscribers.
So if you haven't done it, get on it now.